Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday afternoon, August 2nd. We are looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and the NQ. So, sellers had a total control of today. Tried to relay that to the room throughout the entire trading day, even when they attempted to rally in GH&I. The market was controlled by sellers today, plain and simple. We only hold one small set of singles. We tried to go triple distribution twice, couldn't hold it. NQ ends up with a double distribution day. They have two sets of singles, a small one in C, a bigger one in B. They also had a triple distribution day, but they couldn't hold that either. Righty, gap lower, filled it right away, never went trend, and basically did nothing most of the day, and 11 wide with an afternoon rally high in J and K. Good volume today for us. SPY's volume today, 82.5 million already, so just about average with the after hours still, so definitely better than we've seen, and the range a little better. Excellent day today, all from the short side, all from the short side, and a very rare day whenever I did take a short, literally went in my favor right away. Never really had any heat whatsoever. We were kind of laughing in the room because I took a short in E, but it was only a 2 lot, and at the time I was hoping, now again I'm in 5s here. I'm sorry, I'm in 2s in the S, but we're half back. I wanted to take a nice big size short at value high and half back at the time, and the overnight low never got there. And again, in I period, I was looking for that. So I had shorted E initially at 49.50, I think. Never got to the level where I wanted to add a lot, and so I was hoping to be out on those two early. Didn't happen. Came back in, made money on those, and it never went back up. But again, so I shorted A period, B period, this is ES, D, E, G, and even M. All shorts in ES, all paid. And I shorted NQ in C, H, and I. Now, I thought NQ I was looking again for that one to take a nice push and fill the single prints in C, where I would have added a bigger lot. But again, with all that, I never played anything really big. We banged out 30 points in ES and 64 in NQ. So very happy on the day. More importantly was how we saw the day and read the day. Trying to keep people out of trouble in A, B, and C. I said there is no reason to look for a long. Okay? The market's pushing lower. It's one-time framing. It's trending down. We have a gap. There's no reason. Wait for two-sided trade where we at least get 3 wide. So, and even when we were pushing up in GH and I said, yep. I said the market's rallying too early today. It's definitely rallying too early. You're not going to take back a day that's down at 1.5%. Rallying that early like that. The odds of that are slim, and they did fail. We never saw eyes high again as they rolled over. Now we did make a new low, and we even probed a little bit, but we didn't get much more to the downside. But we did make new lows. Kind of look like B shapes, NQ and us, but they're B shapes for long liquidation with single prints, and that comes with the emotional trading. So the downside gap held. That's the 8th downside gap out of 30. 26.7% that have held this year. And our trend day down held, that's the 19th out of 64 attempts, so that's 29.7% of trend days down that have held. And then on the chart, let's look at, things definitely changed here a little bit on for us. The monthly is still very healthy, okay? Monthly is still very healthy as we're up. Now the weekly has changed. We're in balance. SPY did not take out the weekly low of July 17th. ES did. There's 2 days to go. So the question is it going to be a 3-week balance, or are we going to push it some more and make it a 4-week balance? It remains to be seen. We have a lot happening at the end of the week with Amazon and Apple earnings Thursday night and non-farm payroll Friday. So we're in balance. We'll see how big the balance is. And the daily now is definitely down, firmly down. We kept testing the 20 all day. We settled below it. I told the room, I don't care if we close below it or above it. One day doesn't make a market. The fact that we close below it doesn't mean it's all over for the buyers, and it wouldn't have been a buy signal if we closed above it. The bottom line is we tested it for the first time now. As you can see, look, we a couple of times we went and tested it back on July 10th, back on June 26th, but we really haven't been below it since, or closed below it, since May 24th. So over 2 months ago. We didn't spend much time below there, if you notice. We got above it, went into balance, and came out of balance on a gap, balance, higher, right? So this is healthy for the market. We wiped out Lotus. We wiped out 9-10 days of week longs. So there's nothing really wrong with that. So the keys at some point, especially on the longer time frames, you like to come out of this balance back to the upside. Now, one other thing, and keep in mind, it wasn't crazy today. It wasn't like the market was really ripping and stuff. But regardless, we keep the room totally calm, just talk to them and work it through and lead them through what we're seeing in the market. There's no screaming, there's no yelling. That's another thing to keep in mind if you are in a trading room. Now, triple Qs and NQ are different. They were already in balance on the weekly. And in fact, they took out last week's high and now took out last week's low. So with 2 days to go, they have everything on the table, right? An outside week down and an outside week up. I'll see how the week ends before I say whether it's down or still balanced. If we get more of a push to the downside, I'd probably call it down. But for now, I would still say probably balance on the weekly. And the daily, obviously, firmly down also in the NQ. Now, our gaps held. Here's the gap in NQ, and here's the gap in ES and SPY. So that's your main focus going forward for tomorrow. Hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for the likes and subscribing to this YouTube channel, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.